Hello and welcome to Hazbin Hotel, and welcome to the YouTube channel, I guess. My name is Jacob Penrod. I'm a fantasy author with several books under my belt, and my debut one coming very soon. June 1st is when it starts rolling out over on my other YouTube channel. I didn't want to populate this one with my writing when you're here for my reactions. If you go look up the Amora Project, you should find that or check out the description. Yeah, we are getting back into Hazbin Hotel. Now, I want to get a couple things out of the way. So, last episode, I criticized the writing a little bit, but I was thinking about it. And I stand by what I said. But also, here's the thing. Stories function, like episodes of television, they function in a few different ways, where they function as a greater story, telling one arc, or sometimes multiple arcs, depending on the length. But they can also function as serialized stories, where, like, self-contained, how does it function? And even last episode, I feel like was a lot stronger as a serialized, self-contained story than it was as the larger, overarching story. And so I'm going to keep both of those possibilities in mind as I watch this. I know it's intended to be a longer, overarching story, and I've also... Is it overarching or overarching? I should know this. And I also know that some people have an issue with the writing of this, but I want to give it a fair shake. So I'm not going to demand it be either of those, and kind of just take it for what it is. Another thing, I've gotten more trigger warnings than I have for any content I've ever made about this episode. Involving, I think they have a trigger warning at the start of this, so I'll just let this play out and then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's just get into it. Okay. It depicts sexual assault. So if that's going to be something that ruins the experience for you or that you aren't comfortable with, this is not going to be the episode for you. For me, my comfort level kind of just depends on how it's handled. Like, it doesn't bother me in the way that you would assume from my Not Sorry for Loving You video. Without getting into details, that one very specifically had some very specific things that got to me personally. But it's not the topic in general. And yeah, we can go ahead and move on. You'll know if this is something you need to be concerned about, and we'll take it for what it is. I did not enjoy talking about it last time, but I mean, I feel responsible to in some capacity if it comes up and I have things to say on how it's represented. Well, yeah, we'll get to that as we go. Okay. Angel. Now, why would Angel be captured? Is it because Valentino got to him? Was that his name? Or is this a movie? Like one of his special films, if you know what I'm talking about.
Finally awake, angel dust.
Yeah. And what's it to you?
I want you to tell me where your boss stashes his vault.
Yeah, okay, come on. I've seen my wife's Kindle Unlimited page. I know where this is going.
It's hilarious you think I'd tell you anything.
Fine, I guess.
Oh, he's
I'll
tiny.
just have to fuck the information out of you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Do your worst, Daddy. You know, this performance won me
Why
a
is
sexy award.
Why is he showing it to people? Like, is he genuinely proud of it, or does he have some... Like, I imagine even porn actors don't go around showing their accomplishments to their friends.
Very honest. Oh.
Ew.
There's ew, while not breaking her attention
Okay,
away.
enough of that. Angel, what the fuck?
What? You said it was show and tell day. I'm showing you my best film, and I'm
Ew. Okay, enough of that. Angel, what the fuck?
What? You said it was show and tell day. I'm showing you my best film, and I'm telling you that it scored me a win over that bitch Tiffany Titfucker.
You know, not a very...
So he seems genuinely proud of his work there. I'm assuming that isn't the content that I was being warned about. Like, it wasn't the most consensual thing, and also I think that wouldn't warrant the warnings that I've been given. Maybe, though. So we'll see. You know, it's not a very convincing
You'll see
interrogation
an
scene.
interrogation scene.
All right, dickhead. What makes you think you have any right to insult my work to my fucking face?
You really gonna sit there and act like these scripts ain't
Okay.
hot garbage?
Honestly, though, I'm on Angel's side. You don't go show your work to a friend, even if, like, first off, you don't go show this work to a friend. But if you do, and a friend shows this to you, have the reaction of, oh, I don't want to see that, and not criticizing the ins and outs of the scene. Come on. He got awards for this. Don't need to be a dick.
All right, dickhead. What makes you think you have any right to insult my work to my fucking face?
You really gonna sit there and act like these scripts ain't hot garbage? Everyone likes to bitch to the bartender. I know everything about you and these motherfuckers at this point. That one is an insecure buffoon whose lonely ass watches you idiots sleep. Princess is a bleeding heart who wants to solve everybody else's problems except her own.
What? No, what? Oh, no.
This one judges everyone and everything because she hates herself. And Nifty? Yeah. You don't even want to know what her deal is.
Okay, I'm torn on that dialogue, and here's why. I think I like it. It feels more effective to me than... I was just watching Legends of Vox Machina, and they had a similar scene where they go through and each kind of say their archetype that they're embodying and kind of outlining what their character arc is going to be if you're paying attention. And it's a little on the nose, like a little straight delivery, but I think it works here. Because even though, yeah, it could have been a bit more tactfully done, like subtly handled, it doesn't have to be. Like, that's just a stylistic choice. And it was done with intentionality where we're learning about, is his name Husk? Learning about his character. He's someone who sees things and notices other people, even though he seems kind of detached. So I think it's interesting, even if it's like, it might not be the most classy writing, but I mean, I don't know if I'd classify any of this writing as classy necessarily. So yeah, I think I'm on board with that. There we go.
Oh, you weren't kidding. Oh, wow. Kitten's got claws.
Kitten, I thought it was a bat.
And you!
See,
Don't get me started.
I don't...
I see right through you.
I like Angel in some ways, and also he sees boundaries and intentionally ignores them, I think, as a way to cope with his own stuff. And, like, I understand the character that's going on behind that, and I like the character. And also, he is still definitely ignoring the boundaries.
Doing all this bullshit and how fake you are.
Oh, me? Fake? Wow, I had no idea. Guess that's why I'm an actor, dumbass. And... Oh, that hello?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm... No, I'm not. But, yeah. I'll be right there.
That was really cool. Look at how much Angel says with, like, 3 repeated words. Yeah, I'm, things like that. And look what he's communicating.
Yeah, I'm... No, I'm not. But, yeah. I'll be right there. Well...
That's both the animation work carrying a lot, but also the writing. And it goes to show, like, a lot of times you can trust your audience to pick up on things, depending on what you're writing. And I liked that. I thought that was good.
Looks like Val needs me for an emergency shoot.
Sure.
You know what? Fuck you. I don't give a shit what some drunk-ass bartender thinks of me. So why don't you just crawl back to whatever cave you came from, porn critic?
Angel, you can't leave yet. We haven't finished our exercises for the day.
I'm sure you'll manage without me.
I'm not sure that Angel has much of a choice. Like, Valentino seems like he's got some kind of hold over Angel. And, like, it's clear that he's demanding, at the very least, his time.
Left for the hotel to prove itself.
Dollface, it's my job. I know you want to fix everything, but unless you can fix my boss, there's nothing you can do.
Ugh, why is this so hard? What am I doing wrong?
Well, I mean, you're the princess of hell.
So?
So, you don't really use the power that comes with that.
That's a good point. From a world-building perspective, we don't necessarily know what that power is yet, but it would make sense that there's some kind of power. Yeah, that's interesting.
What am I doing wrong?
Well, I mean...
I love Vaggie.
You're the princess of hell.
So?
So, you don't really use the power that comes with that, which I love about you. But maybe you can, I don't know, command a little more authority.
But that's
Okay, I've seen so many comments saying, like, I think even from people I know that have watched this, say they didn't pick up on them being in a relationship till like episode 6, and I feel like they are messing with me. It's right there.
so mean.
It's
That's
not
so mean. Oh, that's just
exactly.
like me.
It's aggressive kindness.
Aggressive
Okay,
kindness.
I
See, and Vaggie knows how to
so
appeal to Charlie.
aggressively kind to Angel's boss that I convince him to let Angel spend more time at the hotel.
Sure, whatever gets you there, babe.
Aw.
Oh, Daddy, do you really
Line.
expect me to memorize this whole script?
Just improv it. Do you think anyone watches for the dialogue? Action!
I mean, so I see what Valentino is saying, but also it's clear that Angel takes pride in his work, and so that's already like a quick line that's dismissive to this thing that Angel's passionate about. At the very least, he presents as being passionate about it, enough to show to his friends on Show and Tell Day.
Oh no! So many burglars and only one me. Whatever shall I do? I guess I'll have to do all of you. Oh, so, what are you gonna do to me? Charlie?
My name's Rocky.
No one gives a shit.
Oh, so this is where the magic happens. Oh, wow.
Charlie's gonna be so uncomfortable. I'm trying to decide how I feel about this, because the issue. Let me start by saying I am not qualified to speak on the ethics of this, of the whole porn industry. I do know that it's not inherently a demeaning or damaging thing. I also know that there is a lot of abuse that happens within it. And it doesn't mean it's all like that. And from what I understand, the bigger issue is when there's not full consent and the power dynamics are twisted. But again, I'm here for the storytelling, so I'll address that as it affects it. Not because I'm uncomfortable with the topic, but because I'm uncomfortable with my position as a creator speaking on a topic that I'm not well informed about. With my upbringing, I had a very one-sided presentation of what this looks like, of what the pornography industry looks like, growing up very religious. And so that kind of painted my initial responses to this like on a gut level, and I want to make sure I'm not letting that taint my impression or experience with the story. Anyway, that's a long-winded way of explaining why I'm not going to comment a ton on it.
Oh, that is.
In theory, we'll see.
What in the ever-loving fuck are you doing here?
I am the princess of Hell, Angel, and I go where I please.
Is she playing a
Gotta go
character?
some time off for the hotel. Now, where's your boss?
Oh, no. You
Oh,
are going nowhere
he's
near
scared.
Angel, what is the fucking holdup?
Like,
Come
you can see it in his eyes. I don't know if he's scared for himself or if he's scared for Charlie.
Not off camera, you're not.
Please, just wait until I'm done working and we will talk about this, I promise. But first, you gotta go.
Ah, your majesty.
So this is really effective, getting me emotional already. Like not weepy or anything, but invested, because we have this character who's always very unbothered, genuinely showing fear in his animation and in the writing. And so you get the sense that something serious is going on here, deeper than you would normally expect. We'll talk about tonal balance later if it ends up being a problem. Right now, it's on my radar, but not anything that I think is an issue yet.
Oh, shit.
But really well done.
Welcome to my humble sex dungeon. What can I do for such a...
Oh. That's I mean, we've already established how unlikable this character is. So that's just a little kick the dog moment of showing him further not respecting a character that we do like, making us dislike him more.
Simon, you don't want to roll, do you? Because I could make you a star. Make us both richer than, well, your papito.
Fuck no. I'm sorry. I have come to aggressive.
What I'm curious if that was a reaction to the role, or if that was a reaction to having her father brought up, or both.
Kindly speak with you about Angel.
Later, of course. I wouldn't want to stand in the way of your work.
Well then,
Ooh, what
make
was
yourself
that?
comfortable, Your Majesty, and enjoy the show. Well, let's take
Ew,
this
I
shit
can't think
from
of
the top.
anything more awkward
Action!
than being a friend recording
Well,
this.
Mr. Robbers, I sure hope you don't hurt me with those big guns of yours.
Don't move, you spicy little cock
Yeah,
sleeve, or else I will.
Exercise every day in the morning from 8 to 9 p.m.
I love Charlie so much.
Fuck is going on with this?
Ooh, I'm sorry. Were we too loud? I was just telling him about the Hazbin Hotel.
Not
Okay, like yes, Valentino is. I mean, saying he's a dick is putting it mildly. Also, though, Charlie, like, regardless, you need to have respect for your friend's work, especially if you get the sense that your friend is scared. And I feel like with how attuned Charlie is, she should know that her friend is scared and maybe not do everything that she's doing. Oh, I'm nervous.
princess. It doesn't bother me one bit.
You know, this scene feels awfully violent. If you want help with the script, maybe I can pitch some scenarios that are more. Okay. Okay, that's on fire. That's on fire. Okay.
Oh, and Angel's gonna get the brunt of all this.
I am so sorry. I ruined your movie. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Look, that's genuine fear. Oh, that's a cool shot. I love when people play with silhouettes.
Fuck.
Oh, and
gosh.
I think I'm about to say something that might sound really stupid for so many different reasons. I think Valentino's supposed to be a moth, and Angel is a spider. And then I thought, aren't there like moths that eat spiders? That sounds like that's fake. If you know more than me, and you do, let me know.
I'm so sorry.
She really is messing it up.
Don't you worry your pretty blonde head about it.
Like-
We have people for that. Angel, can I see you in your dressing room for a moment?
And no jokes.
I didn't know.
Ugh.
Val,
You really think you can have Lucifer's little bitch fight your battles for you?
And that's what he knew he would assume was seeing Charlie felt like he was getting intervention to come help. I mean, this is just a very clear abuser dynamic in so many ways, like on multiple levels.
I'm sorry.
You bring her here to protect you? To fuck with me?
Stop.
You think she can get you out of work?
No, that's not what I'm trying to do. No.
You know she can't do anything. I own you. Or have you forgotten that?
Ugh.
No.
When I say come, you
See,
say...
in this, first off, I think where is the
Yes.
response? Oh, never mind. Okay. So I feel like this hits harder because it's Angel more than it would with any other character. And I feel like it might have even more impact if we had seen more of Angel to this point, more than just sex jokes and deflection. But even with just that, I mean, saying just that is reductive of what he's been. But when I say just that, we have kind of the comic relief character in a lot of ways. Seeing them broken down is really disturbing in a lot of ways, in a way that I think is really effective with writing. It's a matter of, the thing is, you want to avoid that sensation when you go to drink water and it ends up being soda or something instead. And it's not that it's bad, it's just not necessarily what you thought you were getting. But also, maybe you don't want to avoid that, because sometimes that shock can be very effective. Like you have movies or shows that are all centered around that. So I'm curious, my worry would be if it bounces back too fast from the ramifications of what's happening here. But so far, it seems very comfortable in sitting in it. More comfortable than I am, so let's go.
Valentino, when I say you are fucking 20 guys before lunch, you say...
Yes, Valentino.
When I say you better get
Voice
that
work is so good.
cunt out of my studio, you say...
You say... Look, Val, she just gets involved in everything, I'll tell her to leave. Just
They
tell
haven't
her.
even known each other that long, have they?
Killed bitches for less than this attitude you're giving me. You're lucky.
I mean, I was gonna ask what he can reasonably threaten him with if he doesn't, like, if he can't kill him, but I don't think I like the answer to that question.
Money. Now you're gonna go get rid of her, and then you're filming all night. Get me?
Yes, Val.
Good. All right, get your asses back on set, and we are taking this from the top.
What makes you think you can treat him like that?
Charlie, just stop.
Angel, what are you talking about?
Charlie, leave.
But
I didn't want you to come here. I already asked you to leave, and you didn't listen. You made things worse.
So I don't know if it was intentional, but when he yells, "Charlie, just stop," you can kind of hear a different side of the voice actor than we've heard before. For an instant, I thought it was losing the character voice for like a few words, but I think what it is making it a bit more raw and less cartoonish, less performative. And I think it was done intentionally to get at the delivery here and make it feel more visceral. Go ahead and listen.
Get your asses back on set, and we are taking this from the top.
What makes you think
It says
you can
Charlie
treat him
just.
like that?
Charlie, just stop.
Angel,
See,
what are
just
you
a bit
talking-
lower
Charlie,
register.
leave.
But
I didn't want you to come here. I already asked you to leave, and you didn't listen. You made things worse.
I just want.
Look at where Angel's eyes are when he's talking. He's not even looking at Charlie for most of it. He's looking at Valentino.
wanted to help you.
Well, you ain't. You actually want to help me? Get the fuck out of here.
I
Right
mean,
now.
what he's saying is harsh, and it's also mandated by Valentino. He's also not necessarily wrong. Charlie really did mess a lot up.
And let me finish my work.
I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry.
I feel sorry for Charlie, but also not when we're talking about Angel in the equation as well. Because, like, normally I'd feel really bad for Charlie, but just the emotional magnitude's all on Angel for me right now. I just feel awful for him.
Good boy. And action.
Oh, music. I forgot this was musical.
I'm not a bubble up to cash in. Another lover underneath those flashing lights. Another one of those ruthless nights. Yeah. I should have guessed that this would happen.
So is this song in universe? Like, is he singing it in the movies and it's what his characters are singing? Or is he singing it? Or both? I want to get the lyrics.
I'm not a bubble up to cash in. Another lover underneath those flashing lights. Another one of those ruthless nights. Yeah. I should have guessed that this would happen. I should have known it when I looked in your red hot eyes, spewing all your red hot lies.
See, and that works to Valentino. Oh, wait. It's not related to the emotions of it, but I want to see what was on that clapboard.
Your red hot eyes, spewing all your red hot lies. Yeah.
Of course, it's 69 420 666 13. Okay. Okay, here is, like, it is some levity, which is appreciated. And also, this is, like, not a very jovial moment, so I'm not appreciating it quite as much. Not that I don't appreciate it, but I'm just emotionally stressed.
Hell, I can only blame myself. 'Cause I know you're poison, you're feeding me poison. Addicted to this feeling, I can't help but swallow up your poison. I made my choices. Every night I'm living like there's no tomorrow.
So there was drug use there as well. I don't know, again, if that was in the films or if it was Charlie or Angel. It is almost hard for me to focus like Dangerous was in Epic, because the song is so good.
I got so good at being untrue. I got so good at telling you what you wanna.
So that's Angel's whole shtick right now, is he says what people want to hear, and he is untrue. Like, he always has a mask on, this performance of using his sexuality as a way to make other people uncomfortable, I think intentionally, and by doing so he gives himself some control of the situation. Also, though, I feel like he might be one of the most legible characters in terms of, like, I can tell what Angel's gonna do. He's so well written that if you give me a situation, I can genuinely tell you how he's going to respond. And that's not a bad thing. That means that he's well rendered. So he's unpredictable, but also he's very predictable.
I disassociate, disappear. Yeah. So far beyond difficult to resist another gulp. Yeah, I know it's poison. You're feeding me poison. I'm choking from the taste and I can't help but swallow up your poison. I made my choice and every night I'm wasted like there's no tomorrow. Any way you want me, baby, that's the way you
So
want me.
I guess I'm having trouble differentiating between the line of, like I've said, what's happening in the films and what's happening in like behind the scenes with the character. But I think that ambiguity might be intentional, hinting at abuse within the dynamics as well. Because the song, for as good as it is, also is kind of all about that, all about that slow poisoning.
My story's gonna end with me dead from your poison. Poison, I'm drowning in poison. I'm filling up my glass, but it's always
Okay, so
all
this is out of it,
poison.
and he's genuinely bleeding.
Poison. Wish I had something to live for tomorrow.
Okay. So, that song was so good. I was lacking, like I said, some clarity in knowing what was what, but I feel so bad for this character, because it's clear he has like a passion for at least some aspects, but it's also so manipulative and abusive.
I need a drink. The hottest you can make.
You look like shit.
Not possible. Just a long shoot.
And there's the
Nothing
mask. That was really interesting. We see in real time him putting the persona back
You
on,
look like
and Husk is not going to buy it.
shit.
Not possible. Just a long shoot. Nothing new. Oh, I said a strong one.
Excuse me. Didn't realize this was a drink to forget kind of night.
Oh, I forgot.
Ooh, I like that dialogue.
You're the wise old bartender who's seen it all. Get the fuck over yourself and pour me a real drink.
Look,
They're going to be friends. They're going to be real close.
if you got a problem, you're not going to find the solution at the bottom of a bottle. I should know. I've been looking there a long time.
No, sure. Then where should I look? In your bedroom, maybe? Under the covers?
And we're back to, like I could see how this could make someone uncomfortable, and like, people aren't a monolith. What affects some people won't affect other people. But I see this so clearly as using hypersexuality as a coping mechanism and a way to stay safe, because it keeps him in control. It lets him set the pace of engagement. And I could see why it might be a bad taste in someone's mouth after what we just watched. But to me, it makes a lot of sense.
Maybe we can go look together.
Don't even start.
Oh, come on. I bet I can make those wings flap.
See, and I bet...
Christ!
So, here's a few things going on. I bet if Husk ever accepted or reciprocated while it was an act, it would make Angel so uncomfortable, because then he loses that control. Like, it's not genuine offers. And also, Husk definitely sees right through it.
You can cut the act already. It's never gonna work on me, so all you're doing is making an ass out of yourself with this fake bullshit.
Call me fake one more time, motherfucker.
And we see where that comes from.
Fake.
Fucking asshole! Oh, God.
You done?
You know what? You would be fucking lucky to get a chance to fuck me. You know how much I'm worth? You know how many people would kill to have angel dust come onto them? Fuck you. Have fun being a lonely piece of shit.
And this is him trying to like justify his own sense of worth to himself because he doesn't have a strong sense of self or sense of belonging, and he doesn't have a lot of healthy coping mechanisms. I'm wondering. This isn't the episode to do it, but I was wondering if I was setting up a romance between Husk and Angel. Like, I would hope this isn't the timing that they're trying to foreshadow that, but I also could kind of see the threads of it there.
Oh, the hell? Angel, where are you going? Ow! Husk, what did you do?
Made him a drink.
Oh, no.
I love
He's
Husk.
really upset.
I love all
Just
these
Angel, you'll be
characters.
I'm not so sure. I really messed up at the studio today, and he got... it wasn't good, okay?
Gee, sounds like someone should go after him. Someone
Why?
named Husk.
Oh, you gotta be.
Husk seems like an awful person to go after him. Like, yeah, he sees people, but he's not, like he shoots it straight, but also he doesn't seem equipped for that. Where is that coming from? Do they have a history that goes back before this? If so, that wasn't clear to me.
Fucking kidding me. Why don't you go if you're so worried?
Because I'm not the one who sent him storming out. You caused it, you drag him back.
No,
That's not, yeah, I'm with Charlie.
no. Don't force him back. Just make sure he's safe.
Yes, I'm with
I
Charlie.
pushed too hard earlier, and I
Again,
only made
yes.
things worse. Look, he'll come back when he's ready. I just don't want anything to happen to him until then. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go write 100 apology letters and a lesson plan for tomorrow about boundaries.
Oh, where's he going? The black dot. Oh, so coping with substances.
Real whiskey. I meant the whole bottle, jackass.
Yeah. So I said, you couldn't afford me in a million afterlives. I got better options, right, boys? You got that? Hey,
Literally hanging out with sharks. I feel like that's intentional.
baby, be a doll and bring me another one. Daddy's out of juice.
So mixing substances too. That's a lot. Oh no! No.
Here you go, darling. Just for you.
Nice.
Hey, why is it a different color? Okay, I like Husk stepping in here.
Try, fuckhead. Let's go.
What the? Hey!
Oh, he's freaking Gambit or Twisted Fate or something.
Actual fuck are you doing here? Let go of me.
No, I'm taking you back to the hotel.
Get off.
That fucker put something in your drink.
You don't think I can tell if someone spikes my drink? I
It was
do
a
this
different
all the
color.
fucking time.
That's a...
You just let people drug you all the time?
You think I
Oh,
asked
really?
for it? I don't ask for any of this shit. I didn't ask to be this way. I didn't ask for Charlie to save me. I didn't ask for you to save me. I can handle myself.
So we're getting like this, going back to the original theme, we're getting this strong lack of identity almost, where he doesn't know where he starts and other people end, if that makes sense. Where other people have just been influencing him his entire life, and he's just kind of left floating. And so anyone helping is a big threat, not because they're helping, but because that threatens his sense of self, which is already so insecure. And so, yeah, he does self-destruct, but he doesn't necessarily want saved from that, even if that might be what he needs.
Really? Because I just saw someone self-destructing. It seems like, I don't know, you might need a bartender to talk to.
Oh, so
I haven't seen enough of their relationship for me to necessarily buy that Angel's going to open up to him. And also, I feel like there's something about Husk that's been foreshadowed where we know that he's gone through some similar things. Like, they're cut from the same cloth in some ways. Even if they haven't gone through the same things, like, it seems like he gets him.
Oh, now you're gonna act like you give a shit about me? You think after how you treated me, I'm gonna open up to you? Please.
Maybe I'd treat you better if you were real and not some bullshit version of yourself, always pushing my boundaries. Let me
Again,
tell you,
challenging him
nobody
being
in that
fake.
hotel cares who you are, how famous, how hot. So you might as well just cut the act.
It's not an act. It's who
I
I,
believe
need
that.
to be.
Exactly.
And this is my escape, where I can forget.
See, this was set up from his first line of dialogue, that this is a coping mechanism. It's not an act. It's not, I guess it's not a mask, it's armor.
About it all, how much I hate everything. A place where I can get high and not have to think about how much it hurts. And maybe if I can ruin myself enough in the process, if I end up broken, I won't be his favorite toy anymore. And maybe he'll let me go.
Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, my heart. This poor character. Like, I do have issues with some of the writing and pacing or things like that, but this creator, is it Vivzipop? Is so skilled at making a cast that just pops. And to the point that if you're going to get anything right in your story, get characters right, because that can make readers forgive a whole lot. And I connect with this cast so much.
I was an overlord once, you know?
Really?
Yeah. And, it was nice to have that power. But when you're dealing in souls, while also being a gambler, the stakes are pretty high. And losing a few hands can be more than a little dangerous. So when you're down on your luck, you turn to anything to keep you afloat. Even making deals yourself.
Is that Alistair?
So I know what it's like to regret the choices made.
Did he sell his soul to Alistair? Or maybe give his overlordship? I think he gave him his overlordship, whatever you call it. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I have thoughts on the emotional pacing, but I'll let the episode finish first.
And knowing you can't take it back. So things look bad and your back's against the wall. Your whole existence seems fucking hopeless. You're feeling filthy as a dive bar bathroom stall. Can't face the world sober and dopeless.
See, and he sees him.
You've lost your way. You think your life is wrecked. Well, let me just say you're correct.
Wait.
Honestly, maybe that's what he needs to hear, is like, people don't... There's a time and a place for helping give advice and fix things, but there's also something to validating. And it seems like Angel's had no one to validate him. And if he's a loser, then there's, like, that pressure is gone. And it's okay to be a loser. Like, you don't have to win at life. You can just be you.
A loser, baby, a loser. Goddamn, baby, you're a fucked up little whiny bitch. You're a loser just like me.
Thanks, asshole.
See, there's the connection.
Loser and only one-star reviewer. You're a power bottom at rock bottom, but you got company.
This supposed to make me feel better?
There was a time I thought that no one could relate to the gruesome ways in which I'm damaged. But letting walls down, it can sometimes set you straight.
I was going to question how we could just break that and get away with it. And also then I realized they're in hell. And I got a lot of comments that were like, hey, you keep forgetting they're in hell. And you know something? You're right. I do keep forgetting that.
We're all living in the same shit sandwich.
I sold my soul to a psychopathic freak.
And you think that makes you unique? Get out of here, man. We're both losers, baby. We're losers. It's
I
okay
love
to
this.
be a
Coked up, dick sucking hoe.
Maybe that's fine by
That's why my wife keeps calling me a coked up dick sucking hoe. I haven't been able to figure it out. I thought I did something wrong. She just kept saying, you'll get it.
we're both losers,
Okay.
baby. We're losers. It's okay to be a
Coked up, dick sucking hoe.
maybe that's fine by me.
I'm a loser, honey, a schmoozer, and a dummy
just like me. I got an
Ooh, this is
appetite
cool
for
animation.
gambling.
I got an appetite for sampling every drug and sex toy I can find.
Go ahead, baby, sing that song. Come on.
I got no holes left to deflower.
I sold my soul to save my power. Now I'm on that demon's leash.
Okay, so he does work for
It gets
Alistair.
worse with every hour. You're a loser, baby.
I love them as friends. Oh. And with the look they're giving each other, I like this is the time to set up a romance, like I said, but I also wouldn't be against that.
A loser, but just maybe if we eat shit together, things will end up differently. It's time to lose your self-loathing, excuse yourself, let hope in, baby. Play your card, be who you are. A loser, just like.
There he is! They're fucking singing! Get him!
Shit. Stay down. I'll deal with this.
You're fucking dead!
I love that he's using gambling stuff as weapons.
Eat lead, sucker. I told
Does he come back from that? Because I know that you can't kill people quite that easily.
you, I can handle myself, baby.
Oh, they're so fun.
This did not go as planned.
Well, that was something I didn't expect to see.
Like I said, you don't know me. Sex ain't the only thing I'm good at.
Good to know. But
I
this guy
love that we're seeing more depth to his character.
ain't half bad.
Oh. Oh, they're so fun
He
together.
had like 3 bills, and it took him like 30 minutes to count it. His eyes are so shit.
And this is the guy you gotta take orders from?
I know. What a fucking joke, right?
I'm so sorry, Angel. I promise I won't ever, 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 ever,
Charlie,
ever.
it's fine. I get it. Thanks for caring about me. I think this is yours.
Okay,
Oh.
let's get you to bed.
He
My heart is happy every time Vaggie's on screen. She's really just my favorite.
said, forgive me.
Oh, I love these characters. I hope I can write characters this good one day.
Hey, how about that drink?
You read my mind.
I love that that's where they end it. Like there wasn't a super clean resolution where they're able to fix this impossible circumstance, which I think would have felt rushed in one episode. It was kind of just validating and accepting, yeah, things really suck right now, but you're not alone. And it's okay to be where you're at. And I really love that because I think it would have been easy to introduce a problem and resolve it in the same episode. So let's talk though, because I see this episode functioning on 2 fronts. We'll do the positives first, which is as a serialized episode, this working within a larger, or this working on its own, I think was really powerful. It had this tonal contrast that generally was handled well, I think. I want to educate myself more on how to do tonal contrasts effectively. But I never felt radically ungrounded. And when I did feel surprised, it felt like it was done with intentionality and in a way that made the emotions hit harder. I also felt like genuine emotional delivery, especially seeing the character we've come to appreciate so much broken down. Like seeing Angel broken down. That was really affecting. And so this episode, I think, was one of the better written ones for sure. And like I said, I just adore this cast. Where I do have concerns is as an 8-episode season, we're at the halfway point and we're not really closer. We just introduced a new plot line. Instead of having a shifting point, which you would normally want at the midpoint, for the greater story arc of running this hotel. And it seems like we have that hotel storyline and maybe like this War on Heaven storyline. And now we have this Angel subplot. And it's just kind of late to be introducing that. And so regardless of whether or not it was done with intentionality, I wonder if it's going to have all the time to flesh these out, or if it's going to end up feeling rushed because there's only eight episodes. And it kind of comes down to, do you have the space to fit everything that you want to? And if you don't, you need to reorder and you need to cut, which I know is rich coming from someone with a 700-page book. But just talking in terms of writing, I do worry about that. And I know that eight episodes isn't ideal, but like, even though this was so affecting on its own, in terms of the larger story, I feel like we really needed a momentum shift here, or something to propel it forward. So like, it doesn't have to be an exact percentage. They could do it next episode maybe, but it does just seem like a strange placement time-wise for this. But to wrap it up though, with this episode, it was very well written. I loved the characterization. It didn't bother me nearly as much as some of the other things that we've seen on the channel. And if you're someone who is experienced with representing this kind of abuse responsibly in media, or you have resources on that, I'd love to hear about it. It's not something I have planned in my own writing, but I know that there are people who do write stuff like that. And so I'd be interested to see those comments. But yeah, in general, my thoughts on the show so far is the individual episodes are really good, and I absolutely adore the cast, especially Vaggie. And as a season, I do have some concerns about it. But we'll see if it could remedy that, or if it ends up feeling rushed. I'm not sure which it's going to be, but I think it would be very hard for me to not enjoy the series as a whole, even if it doesn't fully come together as one cohesive season, because there's so much that is trying to stuff in terms of characters and arcs and things like that. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you... Or no, go to Patreon if you want to watch all this, and if you're on Patreon, thanks. And I'll see you all in the next one.